Hey everybody, Daniel Mosnet here with Cowboy Charcoal, and we are going to show you today how to make the perfect cowboy burger. Why is it the perfect cowboy burger? Because I'm wearing a cowboy t-shirt and I'm showing you how to make a burger. So, a few things that we're gonna start off with. One is we're cooking today over mesquite briquettes. Mesquite briquettes, we use about 15% actual mesquite bits in the charcoal process when we make our briquettes. So you get that fantastic, rich, bold flavor of mesquite. We're also adding some actual mesquite chunks. This is what a mesquite chunk looks like. This is a good sized chunk. How do you know they're mesquite chunks? Because they have that red coloring to them. I've built today a 2-zone fire. The first zone is my hot, flaming side. So we have a lot of real hot temperatures right over here over the flames. And I've got a cooler side because when we cook burgers, we're gonna have some of that fat drip down, and that fat's gonna drip down onto the coals, and that has a potential to cause a lot of flare-ups. We're just gonna be able to move our meat over to the cooler side so we don't have to worry about those flare-ups. Now, to make the burgers, we want to make sure we start with premium ingredients. If you want a premium flavor and a premium taste, you have to spend a little bit more and get some premium meat. We start with Hassel Cattle Company, ground wagyu, and you can see the marbling in there. It looks great. The second thing is you want to leave it alone as much as you can. You really don't want to get your hands in there and work it too much. When you need this meat too much, you end up with a patty that's dense and heavy, and that's not what you want. So we've started making a couple different flavors already. I've got a blue cheeseburger with which I have some blue cheese bits inside, and then I've got a poblano, cheddar cheese, and red onion burger here. That's kind of my cowboy burger. I've made that and added that all together as well. To these, I'm gonna add just simple ingredients, some minced garlic, Jack Daniel's steak seasoning, because everything's better with Jack Daniel's seasoning. I like to make sure we have 2 different flavors going inside the burger, so we're adding Isaac Toups Heat Wave. This is his burger seasoning. It's a little bit spicy. I like mine a little bit spicy. So from here, we'll just gently mix. You can add a little bit of olive oil if you need to. With the wagyu, we don't really need to add any more of the fat, so I'm just gonna mix right from here. And then we'll make our patties. As you're purchasing your ground beef, I typically like to go for about a half a pound of meat per person. I wanna make sure that somebody gets a patty and they have a big old burger, a big old juicy burger, that's enough, and they don't have to go back for seconds. So plan on about a half a pound of ground beef per person. So we make a ball, and then once we have our ball made, then we're gonna flatten it out. You wanna try and make sure that it's the same thickness all the way around so it cooks nice and evenly. Now, edges are very important in your burgers. You wanna make sure that around the outside, you have nice tight edges. That'll help prevent cracking and your burger falling apart as you're cooking it. You also wanna make sure that you know what size bun you're using. If you're using a large square bun, like a ciabatta roll, you wanna make burgers that are a little bit bigger and even a little bit square. We're gonna use brioche buns today. Our buns are nice and round. So let's show you some key points to make sure that your grill's ready to go. So first, we wanna make sure that you have a screeching hot grill. We've got our mesquite chunks that are burning. We've got our mesquite briquettes that are nice and gray. They're 100% grayed out right now. As you prep your grill, I like to grab an onion and a little bit of olive oil, brush my onion just a little bit, and I'm gonna use that to make sure that my grill grates are ready. Watch the flare-ups as the oil comes down, but this is gonna help prevent sticking and add a little bit more flavor to your burgers. So as I'm cooking over the top of this here and running the onion, we're cooking at about 500 degrees here. This mesquite gets really hot, so you wanna make sure you have an eye on the temperature. And if you need to close down your air intake to stop some of that fire, that's a good idea. I also like to take the onion and I'm just gonna put that right on the fire. Help impart a little bit more flavor as we cook. So we'll finish these up and throw them on the grill. We'll put a thumbprint right in the middle of each one of these burgers to make sure that they don't seize up too much and they don't get too much smaller. Now we're ready to go on the grill. You want to make sure we're evenly spaced and we're over the hottest part of the grill. And then just let them cook. We're not getting a lot of flare-ups right now, so we're in good shape. So since we're not getting a lot of flare-ups, I'm gonna toast a few of the buns, just so we're ready to build our burger. Add a little bit of olive oil, always with an eye on our grill, because you can see as these start cooking, we're getting a lot of flare-ups, so we're gonna have to move our burgers here pretty quickly. If you have too much flare-up, all you have to do is close your lid. Once you close the lid and give it a few minutes, you'll see those flare-ups start to die down because you're starving the fire of oxygen. Now, what's a good burger without cheese? I like to flip my burger and put the hottest part of the burger up with cheese. And as always, you gotta put 2 pieces of cheese. So we'll flip the burger, and then we'll put the cheese on. We'll go pepper jack on a couple of them. So all we have to do is wait till this melts, and then we can build our burger. We'll help these melt by closing our lid for just a couple of minutes. Really simple steps. You've got to start with good ground beef. We use Hassel Wagyu ground beef. We add our spices, a little bit of salt and pepper right to the top, and then we grill it over mesquite briquettes and mesquite wood chunks. And then we add our cheese, and look at that, nice and melty. All right, so now let's get ready to build our burger. We'll take our burgers off the hot part of the fire, because they are done. Toast our buns just a little bit more. Perfect. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of Cowboy barbecue sauce. This is our range style. I'm gonna put our burger right down. That's what you want the cheese to look like. You want the cheese to completely surround the burger. That's why you want to put 2 pieces of cheese on, so it just smothers all the way around the burger. Then we're gonna add tomato. We're gonna add some lettuce. Found this nice little gem lettuce, just about a perfect size. We'll add some fresh onion. You can grill your onions if you like. I like to add fresh onion right to the top. About 3 pieces there. We've got some chips on the side. And that's our burger. How about that for a great lunch or a backyard barbecue? This has been how to make the perfect cowboy burger. Look at that. You've got cheese, tomatoes, all of these great ingredients grilled over cowboy, mesquite, wood chunks, and mesquite briquettes. I can't wait to dive in. This is like the perfect backyard summertime afternoon. I hope you're out there grilling and showing us some great recipes. As always, please like, follow, and subscribe for this and so many more great ideas in the backyard. I'm Daniel Mosnet with Cowboy Charcoal. Until next week, keep cooking with Cowboy. And I'm gonna keep eating burgers.